I did take Charlie Simpson and beat him up in the wrestling ring on the last song. So,
Vicky here at Download Festival with Brad and Dan of 2 Year Break. How are you guys?
hello, we're good, thank you.
Yeah, good.
So how would you describe your band to people that haven't heard you before?
It's become a term this weekend from other interviews
Yeah.
because someone asked to describe it in 3 words, and I've gone with serious, not serious. So we're serious, but we like to be fun on stage. We like to bring the Essex banter that we've grown up with when we were children and through teenage years. So we take our band seriously and we play seriously, but there's a lot of humour. Me and Charlie, our guitarist, like to have a bit of banter. So
There's a lot of serious themes that kind of like run through a lot of the music. Mental health is like one of the big ones that tends to run through it, but we like to have a laugh as well. It's all playing music and watching music should be about having fun. So
Well, I'm going to take the description of your band one further now, and you will need to describe your band in an object, an emoji, and a sound.
an object.
that's it.
I'll think of the emoji, you think of the object.
Well, I mean, this one could probably work for both. So donuts have become like a theme because we did one of our music videos for I'm Over It. Brad just shoves donuts into his mouth.
I ate quite a lot of donuts in one take. It was
You ate
a lot.
about four donuts.
Which
in
doesn't sound like a lot, but you shouldn't eat that many donuts in that quick succession. Some people did bring donut
like rubber rings.
and we're throwing them around, so it's obviously caught on a little bit. Sound.
Sound.
Yeah, one of them, like a football, yeah.
It's definitely
Or a duh. Yeah, there you go.
There's something about that just reminds me of sort of like British dancing.
We do think if you just dirt some of our riffs, you'd be at a football pitch. But it definitely has that like arena crowd like woo, which is quite
I
British.
feel like Electric Cool Boy had that a little bit.
Yeah,
as well.
exactly, and Don Broco as well. Yeah, so.
Played in District X.
We did. We played in District X, and the stage was a lot bigger than we were expecting.
Yeah, it was.
I was quite shocked at it.
No, it's good. It's probably the biggest stage we played, so it's really good to have the opportunity. Yeah.
What was the crowd like over there? What was the energy like?
You know what? I big up the crowd because they stuck through some. We had to come off and on because there was a few tech issues, and no one. Maybe someone right at the back left, but most people just stayed there and was like, you know.
I think
they held out for us.
Being the first day as well, everyone was just up for it. Everyone was like, it was 7 o'clock. Everyone was just they wanted to have a good laugh. They wanted to have fun. So
yeah, I mean, I think those District X slots are golden for rising bands because you're always going to get a crowd there.
Yeah, because if you have an earlier slot, sometimes on these stages you never know if people are awake in time, if they're going to be. Whereas on the District X, the only real place to go
that's it, right?
is either stay in your camp, eat some food, or go watch a band, and most people choose to watch a band. So,
what's your experience with Download? Did you ever come as a punter?
I come as a punter in 2013, 14 and 15, so this is my 10-year anniversary, I guess, because 2025 now, so I loved it. Do I prefer it as a guest? Yes. There's a lot of less queues, so if you're in a band and you want to get easier beer, just play Download and you'll be alright.
Exactly, and you've made it onto the District X poster, and the next step is to get on that Download t-shirt.
That's it, exactly.
It's happening. It's coming. I have no proof of that other than
you've got to manifest
willpower pushing.
I mean, we had, Brad said, we had some technical difficulties with the set, so I feel like we've not really done it justice. We want to come back. We want to do it again and absolutely smash it. So
we still smashed.
Oh, we still smashed it.
We still smashed it.
It was still an incredible gig.
I will. I like to bring it up because it was funny. I did. There was a wrestling ring in front of the arena. I did take Charlie Simpson, the cardboard cutout, and beat him up in the wrestling ring on the last song. So we definitely brought their energy.
We did.
We just had a few setbacks.
If anyone wants to see her, follow us on Instagram. Go to 2 Year Break, and you'll see Brad running around a wrestling ring with a Charlie Simpson cardboard cutout.
I perfectly timed that drop as well. On the drop, on the beat, bang on the floor. It was a great time.
And what's the best and worst parts about being in a rising band?
You have no money. You have to use all your own, which actually has its pros and cons. But we use we were completely like self-funded. We do everything ourselves. So
Yeah, I think
there's a lot of like monthly payments to things, or so, we need to do this.
It's not just the money. Like being DIY means that you literally have to do everything yourself. And it's great that one of the good things about becoming a rising band is we're starting to bring more and more people into the team to sort of help us out, which is lovely. That's great because at the very start it was us. It was us four just doing everything ourselves, figuring out like how to do the backing tracks and the sound, and yeah, it's been nice being able to bring other people on board, which is good. And
one of the other worst things is like, I mean, I've moved my job to fit around being in a band, whereas the others, like Dan has to book time off work, Charlie has to book time off work. So if you're doing a tour or a festival or something, you've got to make sure you save those days off, but also you have lives. Maybe they want to go on holiday with a family and stuff, so you've got to like try and work out to spread across your holiday. If you have a 9-to-5 job, so I think they're the hardest parts.
I think that you're not alone in that in this day and age, because there's so many people out there with side hustles right now, and everyone's basically working double, it seems, to do what they want to do.
Being rising as well means that every like next big thing that you do, it just feels like a moment. It just feels like that milestone that you've reached. So and we've not stopped yet. So I think that's the best thing about it.
Yeah, that's the pro.
Yeah.
And I wanted to talk about one of your tracks, Take It Down.
Just take it down to the floor.
Yeah, it's about. Yeah, there's not really a long version of it. It's just about not sort of worrying about, just letting it go. Yeah, letting loose. It's about I'm getting annoyed. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter. Let's brush it off and move on, essentially.
And I feel like it is what it's meant to be, which is in that moment in a gig, and you sort of just that feeling, that energy rising in. You can feel yourself getting excited by the music. It's like
it was very written to be like a live, like that whole pre-chorus where it's all like the voice is all muffled and it feels very like a bit Ibiza-y, ravey. It's meant to be. That's meant to be that feeling of when you're at that gig and you're like, I'm not bothered anymore. We're all here as a group of friends to just, or randomers, just to have a good time. So that's what it's about, letting loose. Yeah. It's about letting loose. But the verses show those little moments where you sort of are about to have a moment, and then we're like, don't worry about it.
What do you think about the Download headliners?
We all knew we liked Green Day, right? But I think we all locked away our childhood for some reason, because when we all got there, all of a sudden we were like, oh my God, of course I know all these songs, every single word, and we had some tears.
There was a lot of emotions coming out.
I think we all forgot that they were our childhood band that we all probably listened to on our little. I used to have a Walkman where you put the CD in, and I'd be playing like 21st Century on the an American Idiot albums I had on repeat. But I forgot. I think you get so swept up in music. There's loads of new music that like you sometimes forget some of the things you grew up on. They were incredible. Sleep Token, I'll be interested to watch there. I kind of actually want to watch it further back to just see the spectacle of what they've got on their stage. And Korn, personally I've never been a fan, sorry. So I'll probably watch Bullet for My Valentine and go home.
Fair enough.
Can't they like everyone, can you?
Well, what's next for 2 Year Break?
We've got a summertime, fun time, Who's Around Is It tour. It's a very silly name because it's 3 bands. We're all good friends. We've been on tours before. And it's just a lot of inside jokes that also a lot of our hardcore, dedicated fan base that will all come to these shows know. So it's basically a tour of just silliness. Yeah. Serious, not serious. And the dates are the 10th, 11th, 12th and 13th. July. Which is London, Birmingham, Southampton, Manchester, not in that order.
Well, thanks so much for speaking to us today.
For having us.
Thank you.
Cheers.
See ya.